So hello everyone, this is Paul, Siyabulela Tyaliti once again. So in the last video we simplified an expression using expanding and simplifying, although I know I unintentionally said we should use factoring, and we also introduced the binomial theorem quite briefly, and then we introduced the idea of how to build up Pascal's triangle. So now we will just continue on those ideas by first simplifying the same expression 2x plus 3 using expanding and simplifying, except this time let us do it first when it is actually all cubed. So when it is all cubed, what we do is that the process is still the same. We multiply these three brackets, or should I say we multiply this bracket by itself 3 times. So first, when we want to multiply this bracket by itself 3 times, we'll first divide this bracket by separating this bracket and putting it on its own, and then we take these two and then combine them. So we FOIL them together, and so when we FOIL them together, we end up getting an answer of 4x squared plus 12x plus 9, and then we put it together with this bracket, which is 2x plus 3. Then we will apply the distributive property of numbers, which is we multiply 2x by this entire bracket, and then we multiply 3 by this entire bracket, and so we end up getting a final answer of 8x to the third plus 36x squared plus 54x plus 27. And then let us multiply, or should I say, let us just simplify the expression 3x minus 4 when it's all cubed. So we do the same process, except now, in order to just make things much easier for me, I instead just separated this bracket using a different method, but the intuition is still the same behind it. So now what I did was that I squared this bracket, and then from there I multiplied it by this bracket all on its own. So the intuition is just still the same. As I said, we end up getting an answer of just this bracket on its own, and then multiplied by 9x squared plus, I said it's 9x squared minus 24x plus 16. And so when we get this bracket, or when we get this answer, we multiply it by this bracket, and so we will end up getting a final answer of 27x to the third minus 108x squared plus 144x minus 64. And then from there, let us simplify another expression. Well, still the same expression we were simplifying this whole time, 2x plus 3, except now it's all raised to the fourth. So when it's raised to the fourth, what we will do is that since we're multiplying this bracket by itself 4 times, we will take these two brackets and then we put them together. We take these two brackets, we put them all together, and then from there, these brackets, they form another set of brackets on their own. So now what we'll do is that we'll FOIL this, and then we get an answer of 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Still the same thing when we FOIL this bracket, these two brackets as well, we get 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. And then from there, we apply the distributive property of numbers to just these two brackets on their own, and so we multiply 4x squared by this bracket at large, we multiply 12x by this bracket at large, and then we multiply 9 by this bracket at large. We get a final answer of 16x raised to the fourth plus 96x raised to the third plus 216x squared plus 216x plus 81. Now let us start simplifying using the binomial theorem. Let us just let a equal 2x, and then let's let b equal 3. Now, I hope that you can see where this is going, that we pretty much are solving the same expression, 2x plus 3, except now we are going to start introducing the idea of the binomial theorem in quite, what I would say, more detail. So now, if we let a equal to 2x, and then we let b equal to 3, and then from there, we first just try to solve this bracket, which is a plus b squared. If you first try to solve it, we will find that it will be such that it will be a squared plus ab plus b squared, and then from there, well, technically it's supposed to be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, but just for the time being, let's just do it in this manner. And so from there, in the place of a, we substitute 2x, then in the place of b, we substitute with 3. So this is such that we have it that a squared, so we will say instead 2x squared plus, since it's ab, we'll say 2x in the place of a, and then 3 in the place of b, and then plus 3 squared. So from there we will get 4x squared plus 6x plus 9. And then since a plus b is powered by 2, this means that we are dealing with row 2 of Pascal's triangle. So we have it such that the coefficients in the second row of Pascal's triangle is such that it is 1, 2, 1. So from there, what we'll do is that we multiply a squared by 1, we multiply ab by 2. Now this comes back to the same idea that it was supposed to be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And then from there we multiply b squared by 1. So this is going to be such that we'll multiply 4x squared by 1. We multiply 6x by 2. We multiply 9 by 1. Coming back to the same idea of putting the coefficients of the Pascal's triangle to this entire expression at large. And then from there we get an answer of 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Now, if you notice, you will see that, well, this is the same answer we got when we simplified the same expression, 2x plus 3, using expanding and simplifying. So this yet again actually proves that the binomial theorem really works.